Hey everyone, this is Harlan Kilstein, the publisher of Boca Raton Jewish News, and I am here with an upcoming star, homegrown in Boca Raton. His name is Oryahh, and his music is taking the Jewish world by storm. Rumor has it, Oryahh, that you are working with a couple of major Jewish artists. Can you say their names?
Yeah, there's a few. And it's great to, be able to talk with you. There's a few though. We got Nissim Black we're doing a few things with. Um, got Elbaz we're working with. I'm actually working with his son as well. He's a very, very talented singer, just like him, just like his father. And those are just a few names that we're adding some to the list.
And
Those are
you went
definitely
on your first tour with Nissim Black. Is that
I did. Yeah, that is correct. We went to a few places, which is really enjoyable. We actually got to go to Canada as well as staying in the U.S. because he came from Israel to the U.S. for a tour. So we got to go Seattle, a bunch of places, Toronto, New York, New Jersey. It was really, really fun.
I saw that you guys were up at Camp Hask, and it looked like the campers there were having an outstanding time.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite trips. Just the energy there was so great. It was unreal energy. It was pure. You could tell everyone was really, really happy to see him. We were just as happy to be there. So it was a
And
really good experience.
and the kids were coming up and dancing on the stage, and
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
was beautiful.
It was amazing. It was good to see it. It made me really happy. That we were
Now,
able to have that much of an impact. So it was just a great time overall.
Now, for someone who is relatively new on the Jewish music scene, you're
Correct.
really getting around. You did a series of two sold out concerts down in Hollywood. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
like anybody who is anybody in Boca Raton was there. The place was packed.
That was a great time. It was a great time.
And
We had two shows in Hollywood, and you never know what the turnout's going to be, but I was happy to see it. They had to actually they bring more seats and a bunch of stuff like that. It was really nice to see it. That people can. That was like the turnout. So it was a good experience for
and
sure.
And what was the feedback that you got? I know what I thought. I thought you were fantastic up on
Thank you,
stage.
thank you. I remember I saw you. Of course, I saw you guys as well there. The feedback was they were. I guess people just want to know when the next one was. It was. People seemed to enjoy the music. It wasn't like music that a lot of people, I guess, have heard of a Jewish artist. So when you hear, I guess, the stuff that I was making with the types of beats and the types of whatever it was, the style, it was kind of something that was new to people, and they wanted kind of more of it, which is definitely fine with me. And we're gonna get a lot more soon for sure.
Now, you grew up on music. When did you realize that you were in love with music?
I think since a kid, I really, it was just always a part of my life. My dad was very into Shlomo Karlbach, so there was a lot of singing in the house. There's a lot of music. He played the guitar. So when I was younger, he got me like this guitar, and I had no idea how to play it, but I was just making all kinds of noise. But I found enjoyment in it. So I really think since I was very, very young, I had a little musical background and things like that.
And
Sure.
you have a gift that I saw you sit down and play a song literally from your head, not a line of notes in front of you. That is an incredible gift that you have.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah,
Now,
I play the piano. I played since I was probably 3, 4, and on and off. But I don't read notes. I usually like to listen to a song maybe a few times, maybe twice, 3, 4 times, and then I kind of figure it out over. Takes a little bit, and usually the song is decently fluent. But I love the piano. It's the best.
now
Yeah, right.
you have been in demand as someone who produces beats. Can you
Ah,
explain what beats are to
so
our audience? Remember,
right,
when it comes to Jewish music, the word beats is rarely heard. I mean, for
right.
most people, beats is something that you eat on Rosh Hashanah. So
Exactly.
what does it mean in a music context?
So beats basically are, so if you ever heard a Nissim Black song, he uses beats. So beats are everything else but the voice. So it consists of sounds called bass lines and all these synthetic instruments. So basically, most of the stuff that he sings on is computer generated sounds, right? So I basically construct songs. I make them an intro. We have our hook, the reverse, or whatever the structure of it is. And I basically play the keys and I make the piano sound like something it's not. Like you can make it sound like a guitar. You can make it sound like these ambient bells. You can make it sound like whatever you want. And you structure that song to whatever it is you're trying to make. And the artist sings on it. You know, that's basically what beats are. Beats are everything that is synthetic or electronic, other than a natural guitar or other than, you know, a natural violin or whatever it is. So that's basically a little bit about what it is. We have also like special effects you can add, risers, and it's a whole bunch of it gets really complicated, but it's enjoyable. That's a little bit of what I do for sure.
Now, your music is starting to turn up in a lot of different places. You can follow Oryahh on Spotify. You can follow him on Instagram. You can follow him on YouTube. SoundCloud, if I'm correct? Yes.
We don't have a SoundCloud right now, but most of the platforms you mentioned, definitely Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube as well. Those are like the main four at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right here at this point in the video, we're going to insert one of your favorite songs from YouTube so we can let people hear exactly what you do.
For sure.
Which one would you suggest that we put?
So YouTube has at the moment there's a song called Habibi I put out, which is it's a pretty good song. It's very upbeat. It's a very good song. It's on YouTube. And there's a few other ones that aren't on YouTube yet on Spotify. So if you have that, you can do that. If not, YouTube, you can put Habibi.
We will link to both of them so people can do it. Now,
For
tell
sure.
me if I'm wrong, but the opening of the song of Habibi sounds like, at the very intro, sounds very Kalbachian. Was that deliberate?
That might have been a different song because the Habibi one it's like very it's like a dance song. It's EDM,
Okay.
electronic dance music. This one's a very good energy. It's a little different. But I mean, Karl Bach's at the root of all of the stuff I do with the melodies and stuff like that. So you could say technically you're right. Yeah, it could be.
Okay, well, I guess, if it's been in your blood since literally you were born, you would have that influence.
Yeah.
Nissim Black,
Well,
I've never met him, but he seems like at the same time both a character and someone very, very serious and dedicated, both to
yes.
religion, to
Yeah.
his family, and to his music.
Yeah, he's real deal. He always got a sefer in his hand. He always got a book, some Torah, or whatever it is. And sometimes usually we have a ritual actually before he performs or before whatever it is going on. We have a little bit of a small Devar Torah, a small little speech that he gives, and just to me, between me and him, he gives a little enthusiastic words of encouragement, some Torah, and then he's out. And we do our thing. So that's what we did at our last show, and hopefully for the next ones we'll keep doing it. But yeah, he's very serious, real deal for sure.
Okay, what does the future look like for Oryahh as a singer? We haven't yet heard you in Boca Raton. Yes, you've played at small things, but never your own gig. When are we going to see that?
That's happening very, very soon. I actually one of my managers is working on some things for Chol Hamoed. We're gonna see what's going on. But some big things are gonna be coming soon. The song, including me and Nissim have songs together, so we're gonna be performing those together. Yeah. We're working on I think two. We're working on two right now. hopefully we're gonna get some more together. But we're working on finishing those.
Now, let me ask
Uh,
you a question. You spend a lot of time in the studio.
a lot of time in studio, yeah.
Um,
Yes.
are
Yeah.
you interested in music production as well as singing and performing?
Yeah, so originally that's what I was doing for other people. So I was producing a lot of the beats and sending them to artists, and then the artists would get on the beats and they would whatever they would do, you know. So and I was doing that for everybody, for like a secular crowd, and then I later on I kind of incorporated the Jewish crowd. Now, like I said, I've been able to work with a lot of very talented Jewish artists too. So it's been really enjoyable that I can do that and feel like I can serve Hashem in that way. But yeah, but before I was doing the beats, just before even the music side of anything, for sure.
Um, what's the feedback when you get out into communities where people hear you for the first time? They don't know who you are. You're just on the stage with Nissim or hanging around with Nissim, and people hear your work. What's the response around the country?
People like it. People you know, he's very he likes to show people some of the stuff I've done too. So we were actually it was after one of our Toronto performances. We went to this restaurant and he ended up playing some songs that I did for, like, I don't know, a group of people, and they seemed to like really enjoy it. It seemed that a lot of them asked for the info, what it was that. And that's been you know, thankfully that's been a lot of the response, thank God. You know, as a lot of people are curious about hearing, I guess, more of it, which is great for me, and I think it's great for them too, because it gives us both an opportunity to connect. Tasha.
Now, now nobody knows what's in their future, but what are you hoping to accomplish over the next couple of years?
I'm just really kind of, you know, my first goal is obviously get closer to Hashem, you know, and to do that through music, and to do that through just generally improving myself as a person. I have a big goal of I can see myself doing a lot of really big things in the music industry, influencing a lot of people, helping a lot of people through my music, and just through mitzvos and things like that. And you know, I see a lot of good things coming. You know, a lot of big performances with a lot of big names we're gonna do work with. You know, it's a lot of really good things going on for sure.
That is fantastic. Now I've heard a rumor, and it's
Mm.
just a rumor, that there's a good possibility that Israel is going to show up in your future.
Yes, yeah, that is confirmed. It is gonna happen. We'll be going to Israel in very shortly, very you could say a month and a half, maybe a month and a half. And I have a lot of work I'm going to do there with some Israeli producers, some artists, and things like that. So we're in addition to, by the way, the English songs. I do a lot of Hebrew stuff too. So I'm gonna
Now, who are the people, aside from Shlomo Kalbach, aside from God Elbaz, aside from Nissim Black, who are
yeah.
the musicians that you personally like to follow, that you like to listen to?
Um, there's a good amount of artists. I also, including other people, I kind of just like to mess around. Like a lot of the times, how songs will come about is I'll be messing around. I'll play something on the piano, and I'll play these chords, and something kind of sticks with me. Like the way I made one of my songs, Shir Lamalot, I was kind of just playing around. It's a really nice cover of a song, obviously a prayer, and I kind of just play around with it, and something just comes, and I start singing. I see it's kind of what just comes, what kind of fits with this and that. Whatever I feel, it goes off the emotion and the feeling. Whatever makes me feel like could be really something that fits well. I kind of use that. But artists, I have a lot of like how do I explain it? There were some hip hop artists that I liked a little while. You know, some hip hop artists I liked. Some, you know, I don't know. Just really just whatever I hear, could be really anything, just pops out to me. I
Okay.
don't have a
Well,
specific style.
we are looking forward to hearing more of your work. And for those of you who are listening to Oryahh now and want to know more, right underneath this video and right underneath the transcript, there are going to be links to follow Oryahh on
Yes.
Instagram and YouTube, and Spotify as well. If you have Spotify, if you don't have it, get it. There's a free option and a paid option. You
Yeah.
can listen to Oryah's music. And also, if you go to his profile, there's a way that you can donate to support him in his continuing work. So let's all get together behind this rising star. And when he performs in Boca, make sure to go get a picture with him.
You gotta come. You gotta come. Everybody gotta come.
One day those pictures are going to be valuable.
No,
They're
very
going to be
soon. Very soon.
valuable.
Very soon.
And no reselling them on eBay. Okay.
Try not to.
So thank you, Oryahh, for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a great conversation. I'm glad we could talk for sure.